Well, today's adventure brings us back over here to the Magic Kingdom. We are doing something very special today. Let's talk about it. Now, today we are coming over here to the Magic Kingdom because we have reservations at the Crystal Palace. Nicole has some friends in town. They're bringing their kids over there. They invited us over to go check it out, and we haven't really done many character dinings. I've done Garden Grill without her. We both together did Topolino's Terrace. So now we are doing the Crystal Palace here at the Magic Kingdom. Now, funny enough, I have heard that this is one of the worst character dinings out there. Some people say it's good. I don't think it makes anybody's top 3. So we're gonna check it out. I do have kind of medium to low expectations, but I am still hoping that it is a lot of fun. I always enjoy a good character dining. Obviously, when you have kids involved and they get to experience the characters, I think it's even better. So hopefully we have a good time today. It is very busy here at Magic Kingdom. I will show you around. We'll check out if there's any hurricane damage here as well. We did do that over at Hollywood Studios. There wasn't too much going on, but I know there was a little bit more over here at Magic Kingdom. I saw a lot of trees down as I was coming in, some roads completely blocked off. But either way, let's get kind of more inside of Main Street and kind of just hang out here. Like I said, the crowds are pretty busy today. Now, looking at the app, I'm seeing Haunted Mansion at 50. I saw Tron at 90. And just kind of looking around the park, I'm seeing a lot of things at 60 plus. Yesterday over at Hollywood Studios, it wasn't too bad. Even with the amount of crowds that were in the park, the lines weren't too bad. But I'm feeling like over here at Magic Kingdom, it is going to be a little different. I also need your guys' opinion as we are looking at a lot of the Halloween decorations here. We're trying to determine whether or not we want to do Jollywood Nights this year. Last year, it felt like a bust, definitely not worth it. But maybe we kind of check to see if they've made enough changes to make it worth it this year. So let us know in the comments if you guys want us to do that. We do plan on doing the Mickey's Christmas Party. I don't think we're doing opening day. I think it's also sold out. I think we'll do it a little bit later in the season. But kind of let me know, what do you guys feel on the kind of whole Jollywood situation? Do you guys want to see if they made some changes? Is it, worth it now at this point? Because they did say they were making some decent changes. But yeah, just let me know. That is something we are kind of looking at. It's really a 50-50 at this point. Now, I want to point something out here in the Emporium. Nicole really likes this section over here. They kind of have like new and unique pieces. As you can see here, we have like this mini jean jacket here with like flowers on it. Got like a polka dotted zip up here. Looks to be like some leggings here for Minnie, but I feel like this is kind of like, I don't know, like the social media area where I feel like a lot of people come and like they post like their social media shots and they're like, oh, come pick up this shirt and whatnot. It is over here off to the side. So if you guys are ever looking for stuff like this, the entrance is kind of like out there or the corner out that direction. It's right over here by the registers. So you have registers off to the left here. It's this whole wall. So if you guys ever see a lot of those shirts that people are like, oh, check out this cute little shirt or whatever, that's typically the wall that you'll find it at. Sometimes it'll be at like Springs or other places, but that's kind of what I found to be the most accurate. Oh, this is unique. So they have that store inside of Springs where you can create your own headband, but it looks like they brought it here to the Emporium now. So I don't know if that means it wasn't doing super well or if they're just trying to get a little bit more traction. But yeah, you can do it over here. And it is right next to like the wall of headbands over here. Kind of interesting. I was not expecting to see that. Well, the Emporium is extremely busy. I'm gonna head back out onto Main Street as we continue our trek downward. I think Nicole is over at Haunted Mansion with her friends, so we're gonna head that direction right now. But I also wanna point out, just like looking at the merch, I think I need to head back over to the discount store there at the, I think it's Vineland Outlet Malls, but they have like the kind of like outlet for it, and you can get some really cheap stuff. We haven't been there in a little while, so I think we need to head back that direction pretty soon. They have Magic Kingdom ducks. They survived the hurricane. But I am coming over here to walk by the Crystal Palace. Our reservation is in about another hour. I think it's 4:10 right now, and I think our reservation is for 5:10. I think they originally had it at 7 or 7:30, but they ended up being able to swap it down. I know that Crystal Palace tends to have reservations a lot, so that kind of makes me feel like it isn't that great of an option. Whereas like if you look at like Topolino's, I feel like it's impossible to get a reservation there. So a lot of people have that ranked as like number 1 or at least top 3. But again, we are coming over here for the dinner hour, I believe. And you can see they're pretty pricey for lunch and dinner at $61 a person. hopefully it's pretty good though. We haven't gotten to do any sort of dining review for the Crystal Palace for you guys, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that today. Oh, they're doing the Frozen show on stage. Let's see if we can catch it. Look at the standby for Haunted Mansion, by the way. It is in front of the Liberty Eagle Counting House here, which is for their Visa cards. But it is all the way out here and wraps around with switchbacks. Wow. All right, well, we are now actually just heading over here to the Crystal Palace, so we'll go ahead and start our review now for you guys. Again, that is the main point of today's video. Is this good, bad? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Again, we are with some friends here. I'm gonna try and keep the kids off camera, so we'll try and get some interactions as much as we can, but again, don't wanna take away from their experience. All right, our table has been called. This is our meeting area. We are now heading over to our table. I like the topiaries here. Look at that. We have Tigger and Piglet. You know, Winnie the Pooh was one of my favorite movies as a child. All right, we are here in the center. I see Eeyore over there. I see Tigger doing one off to the right, and even Pooh behind me. One thing I'm definitely noticing are the seats. The seating arrangement feels pretty tight overall, and it's kind of weird. Topolino's, I feel like it was so nice because the characters had so much individual space to work around your table, where in here I feel like they tell you they're going to do this route, they're coming from a certain angle, so there's a good chance, depending on where you sit, you may not even get that character interaction. They may be on the other side of your table. Now, all that being said, we are going to come take a look at the food. That is a very important thing for me personally, is how good the food is. So now this is a buffet style, so we are up here, and I'm going to point out there is a side over there and a side over here. I'll go ahead and let you guys know if it is the same food items, but right now I'll kind of walk down and show you everything that they have to offer. So over here at the kids corner, you have the crispy chicken strips, creamy macaroni and cheese, miniature beef quesadillas, and cheese pizza down here. So some decent options for the kids if you're looking for something really basic. I feel like that is some pretty good basic options. Moving over, we have some rolls here, some assorted bread items, as we can see there. We do have a pretzel roll over there. Definitely going to have to pick one of those up there in back. I love pretzel rolls. And it looks like we have salad right next to us as well. On the other side, looks like we have some shrimp with some sauce here. We have some chickpea salad and green bean salad. It looks like there's some fruits in the back. Also a lemon. Then kind of this last row, we have our proteins, really. So we have country fried chicken with peppered gravy and hot honey sauce, mashed potatoes, braised collard greens with smoked ham hocks. So there you go. That's what's right in front of us here. Looks like we have a broccoli, also some roasted marble potatoes. Looks like we have almost like fingerling potatoes over here or something. But, oh, they're carrots. So we have a glazed rainbow carrot, as well as smoked cheddar grits and shrimp creole. And then right here we have a honey glazed salmon with mango chutney. And then you have a 4-cheese macaroni and cheese, so maybe a little bit more of an adult mac and cheese over here. And then to round it out, we do have the oven roasted chicken and ropa vieja right in front of us here. So those are kind of your last two proteins. But then we actually have a cutting station, it looks like, over here. But before you get there, we have some classic gumbo, red wine au jus, and then some roasted carved beef, horseradish cream sauce, pork loin, and a pineapple barbecue sauce. So a few different sauces over here as well. And now it does look to be the same on both sides. So it is two different lines, but it is the same food items. For dessert, you can have some soft serve ice cream right here off to our left, and you get chocolate, vanilla, or swirl, loaded brownies, or fresh baked cookies. So you can make your own little like brownie a la mode kind of thing over here with the ice cream and the brownie, the cookies, however. So that's kind of fun. And then this is a list of all of your desserts here. That's kind of a lot. So you do have a strawberry chocolate cupcake, a carrot cake, cheesecake, a honey mousse cake, plant-based citrus cake, honey flan, and a panna cotta parfait, which I believe is right here up front. Lots of fun desserts here. Just got my food here, but we just missed two. We just came around, did a character meet and greet. We also had Tigger that came like the second we got in, so we are kind of waiting to see who kind of ends up showing up here. So I think they're getting ready to do some sort of parade here behind us, it looks like. We'll talk about the food in a second. Tigger's here. They're doing some quick rounds. Now, it's interesting to keep in mind with characters, that are masked, is you kind of have to make the interaction what you want it to be, right? All right, we now have Tigger over here. Now, again, Tigger was here earlier. I was actually in the bathroom when he first came around, but everybody else did get to experience it. So it's been pretty busy in here, a little loud, so we'll do a full food review when we go out. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, I was gonna say, she's been liking the kids' meal stuff though, so that's her second plate of the mac and cheese and chicken. She definitely
nuggets. Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, yeah. I guess we should clarify. It is definitely chicken nuggets.
Happy birthday to you.
Now again, it was pretty busy in there, so we'll go ahead and give you our review. Now again, just very loud, pretty crowded. Was not expecting it to kind of be that way. I've never been inside of the Crystal Palace, so we'll do a little review for you guys. Also, we lost a lot of sunlight out here, unfortunately. It's not even that late. Wow, look at those clouds. Those look crazy, right? They almost look fake. All right, now that we have kind of a space to come out of all of the craziness, it's very loud here today at Magic Kingdom. So give us your review on the Crystal Palace, from the food, characters, everything top to bottom.
So the only other character dining I've done prior to Crystal Palace was breakfast at Topolino's Terrace. And I feel like the breakfast at Topolino's Terrace is so well known for being like this classy French breakfast and like this really nice experience and like in a nice area. So I went into this kind of expecting the same thing. And I think like I need to take a step back and remember like, hey, we are at Magic Kingdom, the most crowded of the Disney parks. And there are a lot more kids here at Crystal Palace right now than there was at Topolino's Terrace the day we went. Overall, the food was good. There wasn't as many options as I would have liked for a buffet. There was fish and shrimp and a carving station, a salad bar, and some potatoes, chicken, but I kind of feel like that was it. I kind of preferred the kids' menu, to be honest. They had like a yellow mac and cheese and chicken tenders. A quesadilla and pizza was the kids' options, and I ate from that more than the adult menu. But it was like the entire space was very, very crowded. We were all on top of each other. They crammed it like 6 of us at a table probably meant for 4, to be honest. The character meet and greets are great. They're always cute, though. I think like when you see a kid with a character, like who isn't happy? But as a whole, I feel like there could be better character dinings than Crystal Palace. From the food to the space to like the environment, it was just kind of stressful. I think that's how I would almost put it. I didn't feel really relaxed and at ease. I just felt a little like crammed and stressed the whole time.
I would definitely agree with a lot of what Nicole said. I think the food options, and again, the problem is we're comparing it to Topolino's. I have done Garden Grill though, so I do have one additional one in there that I could kind of relate to. And I would say out of all 3, Topolino's was definitely the number 1, and then Garden Grill was number 2, and then this was number 3 at Crystal Palace. The character meet and greets, we got to see each character once. I think Tigger came by twice because he came in like right as we got there, and then I think Pooh came by kind of quickly, but people weren't at the table, or at least not everybody was at the table. So I feel like at Topolino's, the characters came by, I think, I don't even know, 4 or 5 times. They were the most involved for sure. And they sat, they talked with you, they pointed at the menu. The layout was a lot better because, again, the tables were more spaced. So you got that more personal feel. So if you're doing a character dining, I would say look at Topolino's if you want that personal interaction, if you want to feel like you're waiting in those 20, 30, 40 hour-long lines that you have around the park and you get that interaction with the character, that's what you're getting at Topolino's. Here, it is completely different. It is like you are in and out, and that is it. And they are just like, thanks, okay, bye, and they like move on to the next person. I feel like you get maybe 15 seconds, and they move forward. Garden Grill was kind of in between. They would come around, kind of give you that interaction that you're kind of looking for, but they would also move a little bit quicker, but definitely slower than Crystal Palace. They would at least interact with you. And then obviously you have Topolino's that I think would be, the most interactive. So Garden Grill I thought was pretty good too. They came by, I think 3 times in like the span of a circle, or right around there. So I would just say overall, Crystal Palace, definitely not my favorite. The food, again, not amazing for a buffet. Just like Nicole was saying, I don't think that the items were that good in my opinion. There was a few that were okay. The desserts were pretty all right. We did have the cake because we had a birthday that we were celebrating from one of the kids, and that was actually pretty good. But I would say the food overall was definitely like way of a step down between the other two options there. So yeah, I guess I would just say like Crystal Palace is a unique environment if you're looking for the Winnie the Pooh characters, but you're not getting a ton of interaction time. The food isn't great, and it is still pretty pricey, but they're all pretty much right around there. So didn't love it, but it was still a nice experience, and I'm glad that we got to eventually try it out here. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick ride on Peter Pan while we have some time here. And again, line's pretty long, but they are starting to go down a little bit as we prepare for the fireworks.
Watch your step.
There we go. We got to see the scene. Well, hopefully you guys were able to see that unique change to the scene. I know it's been there for a little while. Also, look at the moon. Kind of looks like fake with the clouds, doesn't it? I feel like the clouds just look fake. It's that weird post-hurricane stuff. Just so you can see how busy it is today. The fireworks are on the castle way over there. This is like the back alleyway, all the way wrapped around as we go up front here. There are people all the way back here. This is crazy. I never even knew this was a thing. I don't know if this is normally how it is, but wow, that is interesting to say the least. Holy cow. These crowds all the way back here, all the way down Main Street. Typically, this area back here is pretty, is it not? Is this not like...
It's so easy to like sneak in and grab a spot
Yeah, back here it's like almost always open. That is
cat.
crazy. Wow. But yeah, I guess it is a holiday weekend. Now either way, we are all wrapped up with our review of Crystal Palace. It is dark, it is late here. Either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here today. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.